Have you ever wondered what your life would look like if you lived without regrets? Imagine reaching the later years of your life feeling fulfilled, grateful, and at peace, knowing you've done everything you set out to do. But, for so many, this isn't the case. Regret becomes a quiet companion, lingering thoughts of missed opportunities, unspoken words, and dreams that never saw the light of day. In this video, we'll uncover the top regrets people face later in life and, more importantly, the secrets to avoiding them. Whether it's wishing they'd studied more, followed their passions, or taken better care of their health, we'll dive into real insights and actionable advice that can transform your future self. By understanding these common regrets, you'll gain a roadmap to make the most out of every moment. Stay with us until the end, as we'll share 5 powerful tips on living a fulfilling, regret-free life that you can start applying today. These aren't just words, they're life-changing principles, simple actions you can take now to avoid looking back and wondering, what if? If you're ready to live a life of purpose, joy, and freedom from regret, then this video is for you. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. What is a life without regrets? When you're in your teens and 20s, life feels boundless and bursting with energy. You're filled with a sense of adventure, eager to dive into new experiences and take on challenges headfirst. There's resilience, a beautiful fearlessness that lets you shrug off failures as if they're just stepping stones, knowing that the future holds countless chances to try again. With the luxury of time on your side, every new day feels like a canvas for possibility, and dreams of who you'll become seem endless. But as you step into your 30s and 40s, something begins to shift. Life has offered you lessons, often through experiences that change your perspective, showing you both the beauty and the fragility of time. You find yourself occasionally looking back, feeling that tug of nostalgia mixed with a tinge of what if, or I wish I had. You may start to ask yourself one of life's deepest questions. What would it take to live without regrets? Regret is a deeply human experience. It's that lingering thought, that ache in the heart, whispering that things could have gone differently if only you had made a different choice. It might be a missed opportunity, a chance you didn't take, a relationship you didn't nurture, or a risk you avoided. These are moments that, over time, can accumulate and make you wonder how things might have turned out if you had been braver, kinder, or more willing to live fully in the present. For those who've reached their later years, especially those who have worked hard and sacrificed much, these regrets can weigh heavily. Many seniors, after a lifetime of diligence and dedication, often feel an inner longing, a realization that while they have accomplished much, there are still dreams left unpursued, words left unsaid, and experiences that slip through their fingers. They reflect and realize that valuing oneself and making space for personal joy and fulfillment are just as important as the responsibilities and routines of life. A life without regrets may not mean a life without mistakes. Rather, it's about embracing those mistakes as part of the journey, learning from them, and living in a way that honors both your dreams and your worth. It's about waking up each day with the courage to chase what matters to you, to connect deeply with others, and to make choices that align with the kind of person you want to be. Perhaps, in the end, living without regrets is about valuing every moment, every chance to grow, and every opportunity to truly live. What to do to live without regrets in old age? Retirement is often a time when life's pace begins to slow, allowing space for reflection. After decades of working hard, raising a family, and fulfilling countless responsibilities, many seniors find themselves with more time to look back on the paths they've traveled. It's in these quieter moments that some realize there were dreams left behind, passions they had to set aside, or chances they didn't take. Many begin to feel the weight of regrets they hadn't anticipated. What if they had followed a passion, deepened a relationship, or taken better care of their health? These are the reflections that can linger as one age, but there are ways to approach life now to avoid these regrets in the future. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the most common regrets among seniors is the feeling of having been so focused on providing for others that they lost touch with their dreams. The years spent working long hours or setting personal ambitions aside to support loved ones often leave little time for self-fulfillment. While these sacrifices are often made out of love, seniors sometimes wish they had also valued their own goals along the way. To live without regret, it's essential to balance responsibility with self-care. Make time for personal dreams, no matter how small they may seem, because they can be a source of deep joy and fulfillment. Another frequent reflection among seniors is the regret of not maintaining close relationships. Friendships, family bonds, and romantic connections are vital to a happy life, yet they're often taken for granted. As years pass, people drift apart, and missed opportunities to connect can add up to a significant sense of loss. Prioritizing relationships, reaching out, staying connected, and making an effort to build new friendships can enrich life in ways that material achievements cannot. It's these shared moments, filled with love and laughter, that often bring the most meaning and reduce the likelihood of loneliness in later years. Many also look back and wish they had taken better care of their health. Physical well-being can profoundly impact how we experience old age, yet in our youth, it's easy to ignore. Simple steps, like regular exercise, healthy eating, and mental wellness practices, can make a world of difference as we age. Looking after one's health is a gift that keeps on giving, providing the strength to enjoy life fully and reduce physical suffering. It's never too late to begin caring for the body, mind, and soul to secure a healthier, happier future. To live a life free of regrets, it's important to ask yourself now, what truly matters to me? Are there passions left unexplored? Are there relationships that could use more nurturing? Do I take time to care for myself physically and emotionally? Living with intention, focusing on personal growth, connection, and well-being, can help pave a path toward a future filled with peace, fulfillment, and the satisfaction of a life well lived. Things seniors regret in life. 1. Wish they had studied more. As people reach their retirement years, with many reflecting on the choices and paths that shaped their lives, one of the most common regrets surfaces, a wish they had devoted more time to studying when they were younger. Today, as work styles shift and retirement ages become more flexible, the opportunity for reflection is greater than ever. In a recent survey of men and women over 60, a striking 57.1% of respondents shared that they regret not investing more in their education. Among them, 24.7% specifically wished they could go back and redo their studies, yearning for a chance to expand their horizons earlier in life. This regret isn't just about career advancement. It's also about the personal growth and self-discovery that education can bring. Learning unlocks potential, fosters critical thinking, and broadens perspectives, all things that can deeply enrich life. Many seniors express a desire to explore more subjects or follow academic passions that may have been set aside in their younger years due to work, family obligations, or financial constraints. The realization that they could have grown and diversified their skills, not just to achieve but to enjoy life more fully, resonates deeply in later years. Yet, the beauty of learning is that it has no age limit. Today, the concept of lifelong learning is flourishing, offering a fresh path to those who once felt they missed their chance. With online courses, community classes, and even senior-oriented university programs, adults are now freer than ever to dive into the subjects that fascinate them, whether it's history, art, languages, or technology. Many seniors are rediscovering the joy of learning, finding that studying not only stimulates the mind but also gives life renewed purpose and excitement. This shift toward lifelong learning offers a powerful reminder. It's never too late to learn and grow. For those who look back with a wish to have studied more, the world today is more accessible, offering endless opportunities to cultivate knowledge, curiosity, and self-enrichment. Embracing this journey, even in retirement, can transform regret into fulfillment and add vibrancy to life in ways they may never have imagined. 2. didn't challenge what they wanted to do. Many people carry dreams and aspirations throughout their lives, but fear of failure or the weight of self-doubt keeps them from taking that first step. They tell themselves, someday, I'll get around to it. But as the years pass, that someday seems to slip further away. Approaching the later stages of life, many realize, often with a heavy heart, that they sacrificed their happiness, always pushing their true desires aside. They regret not pursuing what they genuinely wanted, feeling like a statue bound by invisible chains, held back not by physical barriers but by fears they never overcame. This reluctance to chase one's dreams can often lead to a state known as learned helplessness. It's a powerful psychological pattern where past failures or disappointments create a belief that trying again will only lead to more pain. This mindset, like a trap, convinces people they don't have the strength to break free, even though, deep down, they do. Many give up on their dreams, believing change is beyond them, and life settles into a familiar, unfulfilling rhythm. The opportunity to challenge oneself fades, leaving only the lingering question, what could I have accomplished if I had tried? But here's the transformative truth. It's not the outcome that defines the worth of a dream, it's the act of trying. Each small challenge taken, each step outside the comfort zone, adds value to our lives, and even failures become stepping stones to growth and resilience. When we allow ourselves to take risks and embrace the possibility of failure, we discover strength and confidence we may not have known we had. In the end, it's the act of challenging ourselves, facing fears, and striving toward what truly matters that brings fulfillment. Life's greatest regret isn't in failing, it's in never having tried. So even now, taking that first step toward a long-held dream can bring a renewed sense of purpose and joy, no matter our age or stage. The journey toward our passions, however late it begins, is always worthwhile, and it's never too late to start. 3. Cared too much about others' opinions. One of life's most stifling regrets is the feeling of having lived under the shadow of others' expectations, always worrying about how we might be perceived. So many people spend their lives suppressing their desires, silencing their voices, and even holding back their dreams, all because they're concerned with meeting society's standards or fulfilling the expectations of those around them. When we live this way, constantly focused on the judgment of others, we lose the freedom to make choices that are true to ourselves. Instead of moving boldly in the direction of our aspirations, we end up walking paths laid out by others, often losing touch with our passions and values. Imagine having a unique idea, a desire, or a vision that excites you, but instead of embracing it, you find yourself wondering, what will people think? Will they judge me? Will I face criticism? These questions, while natural, can be so paralyzing that they keep us silent. When we don't speak up, when we keep our dreams to ourselves, we risk letting our lives be defined by others. The regret of looking back and realizing you could have lived authentically, expressing your true self, but didn't, can weigh heavily in later years. But the beauty of self-acceptance is that it frees us from this burden. Choosing to prioritize your intentions and making decisions based on what truly resonates with you brings an incredible sense of liberation and fulfillment. Living by your values instead of trying to satisfy everyone else's expectations doesn't mean disregarding others entirely. It means balancing their opinions with your own needs and dreams. It's about allowing yourself the freedom to be your person, to create a life that feels like it belongs to you and no one else. When we let go of the fear of judgment and trust in our instincts, life opens up in ways we may have never imagined. We find a path that feels genuine, and we connect more deeply with those who truly appreciate us for who we are. So, look inward and honor your desires, opinions, and dreams. In doing so, you'll create a life you can look back on with pride, knowing that you lived true to yourself and didn't let the opinions of others hold you back. 4. Didn't pay attention to health. When we're young and full of energy, health often feels like a given, something we rarely stop to appreciate. It's easy to push our limits, to brush aside those small aches, and to think we're invincible. But as the years pass, the consequences of neglecting our health can begin to surface in ways that are difficult to ignore. It's a sobering realization. The choices we make today about diet, exercise, and self-care have a direct impact on the quality of our lives tomorrow. One of the most common regrets that emerges with age is the feeling that we take our health for granted. As we enter our 40s, many of us start to notice subtle signs. Perhaps it's fatigue that doesn't go away, a stiff joint, or digestive troubles. These signals are our body's way of asking us to pay attention. But often, the habits formed in our younger years can be hard to break, and ignoring these early warnings can lead to more serious health concerns down the line. By the time we reach our later years, recovery can be much slower, and what once seemed like minor neglect may have become a challenge that limits our ability to enjoy life. One significant area of health that people often overlook is dental care. Regular dental checkups and diligent brushing habits may seem minor, but they are, in fact, crucial to our overall well-being. Oral health has a direct impact on the body. Studies have shown that bacteria from gum disease can enter the bloodstream, contributing to conditions like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. In hindsight, many seniors express regret over not maintaining regular dental care, realizing too late that it could have prevented long-term issues. Taking care of our health, including those often overlooked areas, isn't just about adding years to our lives. It's about adding life to our years. Simple practices, like eating nutritious foods, staying active, visiting the doctor regularly, and making dental checkups a priority, can make a tremendous difference. By investing in our health now, we can look forward to a happier, more fulfilling old age, free from the weight of regret. So, let's not wait for the wake-up call. Let's cherish and respect our bodies today, knowing that this self-care is a gift to our future selves. A life well lived is one where we feel strong, vibrant, and ready to embrace all that the future holds, without the shadow of health regrets holding us back. 5. Didn't value family. One of life's most heartbreaking regrets is the realization that we didn't fully appreciate the people who were closest to us, our family. Family members, with their unconditional support and presence, are often such a constant part of our lives that it's easy to assume they'll always be there. But life can be unpredictable, and sometimes it takes a loss or a crisis to open our eyes to what truly matters. Many people look back on their lives and wish they had spent more time with family, shown more kindness, and cherished the small moments together. This kind of regret is profound because once those moments are gone, there's no way to get them back. Family is our first connection to love and belonging, yet, in the rush of everyday life, it's common to prioritize work, personal ambitions, or even social obligations over quality time with loved ones. The busyness of life often pushes us to postpone family gatherings, ignore a call, or overlook a chance to say, "I love you" or "I'm proud of you." It's only in hindsight that many come to understand just how much these small acts mean, and how deeply they missed out by not nurturing these bonds sooner. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. The regret of not valuing family often comes with a sense of missed opportunities, of words left unsaid, or of kindness left undone. The memories we create with family are among the most lasting and meaningful, and they provide comfort and joy, especially in later years. The simple act of being present, sharing a laugh, or lending a listening ear can mean the world to both us and those we love. So, don't wait until it's too late to show appreciation. Take a moment now to reach out, make time for a family dinner, or call just to say you care. Let your family know how much they mean to you, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Valuing family isn't just about avoiding regret. It's about embracing the love and joy that only these close relationships can bring. Cherishing family now allows us to live with a full heart, knowing that we've given our best to the people who matter most. 6. Couldn't express feelings honestly. One of the silent regrets that can weigh heavily with time is the feeling of never truly expressing what's in our hearts. Being honest with our emotions, saying what we mean and meaning what we say, may sound simple, but in practice, it can be incredibly challenging. So many people find themselves holding back, unable to share their true thoughts or feelings, either out of fear of judgment, embarrassment, or a desire to keep the peace. But over time, this unspoken honesty can create a distance, even with those we care about most. When we don't share our true selves, we risk leaving our relationships unfulfilled, filled with the unexpressed words and emotions we long to communicate. Expressing our feelings openly isn't just about words. It's about connection. Honest people build relationships free from pretense, with no hidden emotions weighing down interactions. This honesty nurtures trust and creates a space where both people feel valued and understood. When we openly express our feelings, we reduce the stress of hiding behind a mask, freeing ourselves to be more present, more authentic, and more at peace. But when we withhold these expressions, when we don't say, "I love you" or "I appreciate you," we miss opportunities to deepen our relationships, sometimes realizing this too late. It can be especially challenging with those closest to us, like partners, family members, or dear friends. Sometimes, we withhold our feelings to avoid conflict, fearing it might make things complicated. But over time, this habit of suppressing emotions can lead to misunderstandings, feelings of distance, and a sense of not being truly known by the ones we love most. It's in these close relationships that honesty matters the most, where being vulnerable can lead to a profound sense of connection and understanding. Learning to express your true feelings is a gradual process, but it's one of the most rewarding acts you can undertake for yourself and others. It begins with small steps, a sincere compliment, an expression of gratitude, or a heartfelt apology. With each honest expression, we not only lighten our hearts but also nourish the hearts of those we care about. Embracing this practice can lead to a life rich with connection, free from the regret of unspoken words. In the end, living honestly with our emotions is a gift to ourselves and to everyone we hold dear, a way to live with no "if only I had told them" moments. 7. Drifted apart from friends. As we journey through life, friendships are often a source of joy, laughter, and support. Many of us have memories of friends who felt like family, and who were there through thick and thin. But as time goes by, we sometimes let those relationships drift, assuming they'll always be there, tied to the good times we once shared. Unfortunately, life has a way of moving us in different directions. Careers, marriage, children, and other responsibilities can slowly shift our focus, and without meaning to, we may find ourselves growing distant from the friends who once meant so much. Looking back, many people find themselves with a profound regret for letting once close friendships slip away. The friendships we have during our best years become more than just connections. They're part of who we are, linked to cherished memories and shared experiences that no one else can replicate. However, relying solely on the strength of past closeness can be risky. Relationships, like any living thing, need care and attention to flourish. And as we grow older, we realize that friendship, even more than ever, is essential. Friends who have known us through different stages of life bring comfort and understanding that can ward off the loneliness that so often accompanies old age. Staying connected with them is a way of nurturing a support network that keeps us engaged and valued. Fortunately, staying in touch is easier today than it has ever been. With technology at our fingertips, there are so many ways to reach out to those we may have lost contact with. A simple message, a call, or a video chat can bridge the distance that time and life events have created. And often, reconnecting can feel like no time has passed, as those shared bonds bring warmth and joy back into our lives. Maintaining these friendships requires effort and intention, but it's worth it. Making time for an occasional phone call, sharing life updates, and reminiscing helps us rekindle those relationships. And sometimes, a small gesture is all it takes to reignite a connection. These are the friendships that enrich life, give us laughter and companionship, and remind us of who we are. They're the ties that help us feel grounded and understood, especially as we grow older. So, if there are friends who come to mind, friends who brought light and laughter to your life, reach out. These bonds, when nurtured, can become some of our greatest comforts, turning potential regrets into treasured connections that last a lifetime. 8. Didn't travel enough. One of the most common regrets people share later in life is the feeling that they didn't see enough of the world. The dream of travel resonates deeply, filling us with a longing for new experiences, sights, and cultures. Yet, for many, the realities of work, family responsibilities, or financial limitations often take priority, and the idea of travel is postponed with the thought that I'll go someday. But time has a way of slipping by, and as we age, we realize that someday isn't guaranteed. The regret of not exploring more, of not taking those trips when we could, can be bittersweet. Traveling is more than just visiting new places. It's an opportunity for growth, adventure, and connection. Younger generations today are more inclined to explore distant destinations, eager to immerse themselves in other cultures. Older generations, meanwhile, often feel a special draw to explore places closer to home, appreciating the beauty of their own country. Regardless of the destination, travel offers a chance to break the routine, see life from a fresh perspective, and create unforgettable memories. Many people look back wishing they had prioritized this experience more, regretting the times they chose to stay within the comfort of the familiar. As we age, our physical capacity to travel naturally changes. Long flights, rugged terrains, or even simply the energy required for a full day of sightseeing can become challenging. Additionally, unforeseen health issues can appear, making it harder to follow through on travel plans. This is why it's so important to act on the desire to travel when it arises, to embrace the curiosity and excitement that fuel those dreams. There's something deeply fulfilling about actively scheduling trips and exploring new places. Not only do these experiences enrich our lives, but they also become stories we carry, memories we treasure, and lessons that shape us. If there's a place you've longed to see, whether it's a city across the ocean or a scenic spot closer to home, consider making it a priority. Travel doesn't have to be grand or far away. It can be a simple journey to a new town or a scenic route to a place you've never explored. What matters is that you allow yourself to go, to embrace the thrill of discovery, and to live without the weight of, "I wish I had gone there." So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Travel when the desire stirs, create memories that broaden your world, and live a life filled with stories of the places you've seen and the people you've met. In the end, it's these experiences that bring a sense of fulfillment and joy, turning potential regret into a life well lived, enriched by the wonders of the world. 9. Retired too early. Retirement is often seen as the finish line of a long career, a time to finally relax and enjoy the freedom of not having to work. But for many, stepping away from a meaningful career can bring an unexpected feeling of emptiness. After years of purpose, structure, and daily responsibilities, the sudden shift to endless free time can leave some wondering if they retired too soon. They might feel they still had energy, health, and passion to give, realizing only in hindsight how much fulfillment work truly provided. The absence of that routine and sense of contribution can lead to a longing for the purposeful days they left behind. Work is more than a job. It's often an essential part of our identity. A career provides a sense of achievement, a reason to get up each morning, and opportunities to connect with others. Many who retire solely because they've reached a certain age find that they miss the stimulation, camaraderie, and daily challenges that work offers. Studies show that continuing to work, even part-time, can be beneficial to both mental and physical health, enhancing longevity and contributing to a sense of well-being. Working post-retirement, whether by choice or necessity, can offer a new chapter of growth, connection, and purpose. But staying engaged doesn't mean a return to a full-time job. For some, retirement can be a time to explore passions they may not have had the time to pursue during their careers. This could mean taking on freelance work, starting a small business, volunteering, or engaging in new hobbies that provide structure and a sense of accomplishment. The key is to find an activity that sparks joy and keeps the mind and body active, giving each day a sense of direction. If you're considering retirement, it's worth thinking about what life might look like beyond the career. Rather than seeing retirement as a complete departure from work, try viewing it as a new beginning, a chance to redefine what purpose means for you. Whether it's work, hobbies, travel, or other pursuits, having a plan to stay engaged can make all the difference. Retirement doesn't have to mean an end to productivity or fulfillment. By choosing to stay active and engaged, whether through work or passion projects, you can build a retirement that feels rich, rewarding, and free from the regret of leaving too soon. In this way, retirement becomes not an end, but a joyful continuation of a life well lived, filled with purpose and growth. 5 points to live a regret-free life. Achieving a life without regrets is something many strive for, yet it requires intentional choices and reflection. Here are 5 guiding principles to help you lead a life that feels meaningful, fulfilled, and free from regret. 1. Don't fear failure. Embrace challenges. When people look back, they often regret the chances they didn't take more than the times they failed. Every new challenge brings a certain level of fear and anxiety, but following your heart, especially when you truly want something, is essential. Even if you don't succeed, each failure brings valuable lessons and builds resilience. When in doubt, consider whether your future self would regret not trying. Let that perspective guide you, knowing that every challenge you face enriches your life with growth and understanding. 2. Set clear, achievable goals. Without clear goals, desires remain just dreams. Setting specific, actionable goals, even small ones, gives your days purpose and direction. Start with simple, attainable goals to create positive experiences of success. These small wins build confidence, reduce fear, and pave the way to fulfilling larger aspirations. Having clear objectives also helps you stay focused, bringing a sense of achievement and satisfaction as you see progress toward your desires. 3. Avoid comparisons with others. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others, especially in an age of social media that highlights only the best moments of others' lives. While comparisons can sometimes spark motivation, they often lead to feelings of inadequacy and a loss of individuality. Remember, what you see is only a snapshot, not the full picture. Focus on your journey and celebrate your unique path. By honoring your achievements and aspirations, you can maintain your self-worth and build a life that's authentically yours. 4. Prioritize time with family and loved ones. One common regret in later years is feeling like there wasn't enough time spent with loved ones. The demands of daily life can make it difficult to create these precious moments, but consciously setting aside time with family and partners can make all the difference. Simple gestures, like weekly family dinners or regular outings, can strengthen bonds and create lasting memories. Express gratitude to those who support you, reminding yourself that these relationships bring profound meaning and joy to your life. 5. Recognize life's limits and act now. Many people delay pursuing their dreams, telling themselves that there will be time later, or that they're simply too busy. But life is finite, and the opportunity to act on your desires may not always be there. By acknowledging life's limits, you'll feel a renewed sense of urgency to live fully and pursue your goals now. Taking action today, rather than putting things off, helps to ensure that you won't look back with regret over the chances you didn't take. Living a regret-free life is about taking charge of your choices, valuing relationships, and embracing challenges with courage. By following these principles, you can build a life that feels meaningful and true to yourself, filled with joy, purpose, and treasured memories. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward living a more fulfilling, regret-free life. We've explored some of the key principles that can help us all live with more intention, cherish our relationships, and pursue our dreams without fear. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What stood out to you the most? What is one thing you've learned here today that you're going to start putting into practice in your own life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. We're excited to see how you're inspired to make meaningful changes. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insights and inspiration. Thank you for watching, and remember, each small step toward your best life brings you closer to a life filled with joy, connection, and purpose.